When we look at the Earth's ecosystems, it is easy to view them as isolated property or infinite raw materials, but the environment functions as a shared, continuous asset. Dense green forests, flowing rivers, and diverse wildlife operate collectively as a precise, functioning life support system. This brings us to a concept called ecological inheritance. The physical environment does not reset every generation. The exact state of the soil, the water, and the air we maintain today is the baseline the next generation must inhabit. Appreciating nature's beauty is a starting point, but acknowledging our absolute biological dependence on this system clarifies the priority. Preserving its structural integrity is a necessity. That baseline is deteriorating. The accumulation of plastic waste, industrial smoke, and rapid deforestation are dismantling the systems that keep the planet stable. This flowchart tracks the mechanics of that disruption.
As tree cover vanishes, the planet's natural carbon absorption rates plummet. Simultaneously, a secondary stream of pollution adds dense, heat-trapping particles directly into the atmospheric layer. As the atmospheric layer thickens, the trapped heat creates a chain reaction. Rising global temperatures correlate exactly with sharp spikes in extreme weather, a physical process known as climate volatility. These volatile temperature shifts move beyond projections and dictate physical conditions on the ground. Devastating floods, catastrophic droughts, and lethal heat waves are current, measurable realities. The data outlines a trajectory we cannot physically sustain. Averting a systemic collapse requires immediate and structural intervention. When confronted with the scale of global climate data, it is common to hit a psychological barrier. An individual's daily choices can feel irrelevant against the magnitude of global disasters. This visualization illustrates the principle of micro-mitigation. A single eco-friendly habit starts as an isolated data point, but when that action duplicates across a population, it aggregates into millions of data points that drive a measurable global shift. Reclaiming personal responsibility is the crucial pivot point. Waiting for external intervention often results in a delayed response, whereas taking direct ownership of localized habits initiates immediate change. Inaction is a choice to accept the current disruption. Adopting micro-mitigation provides a working mechanism that puts the power to heal the ecosystem back into our hands. We can organize this individual effort into a specific framework of daily habits designed to restore our environmental baseline. The first two pillars target structural deficits. Planting new trees regenerates our carbon sinks, while reducing single-use plastics cuts off a major supply line of permanent ecological toxins. The third and fourth pillars focus on resource conservation. Minimizing electricity waste lowers the demand that drives industrial emissions, while saving water protects the reserves required to withstand drought conditions. The final pillar is rigorous recycling. Keeping materials in a circular loop eliminates the need to extract raw resources from an already depleted environment. Synthesized together, these actions form an integrated defensive shield, the primary mechanisms that stabilize the future environment. While individual habits lay the groundwork, isolated actions have limits. Matching the pace of global disruption requires systemic alignment. This is corporate synergy, the acceleration in environmental repair that occurs when an organization fully aligns its operations with ecological targets. We see this alignment in the Wabasto Environmental Pledge. It consolidates scattered individual efforts into a highly structured, interconnected network. This pledge coordinates singular microhabits into a synchronized effort that accelerates measurable ecological recovery across entire supply chains. Sustainability requires both layers. Personal responsibility provides the intent, and institutional commitment provides the leverage to execute it globally. The data points towards a clear choice. We either continue the path of degradation or commit to the coordinated strategy of the Wabasto Pledge. The path of commitment ensures a stabilized climate system, keeping biological networks intact so that a thriving inheritance is passed down to the next generation. The mechanics of climate change do not pause. Implementing these habits and aligning with this pledge must begin today, as the actions we take now are the only shield for tomorrow. Ultimately, protecting the Earth's ecosystems and ensuring human survival are exactly the same objective.